Hello. I'm going to wait for everybody to pop on. I'm going to do a little few things on my computer here because I need to do a split view because I have notes today. How's everybody doing? And I've got to pull up YouTube too. So bear with me. I'm using this for the first time. Oh, there it is. Hey. Awesome. So this is my first time using StreamYard by myself. Normally Rochelle hosts it. So I'm trying to figure out all the workings and stuff. I was supposed to have a 30-second countdown. Well, that didn't happen. But I already see we got 4. I don't know how many people are going to be here. I know it's a little earlier on the West Coast, but here on the East Coast, it's almost 11. So we're going to be talking about the lunar eclipse. Unexpected changes can happen, and that certainly did tonight. So basically, what I would like to do today is planning on staying live for maybe about an hour because I'm gonna be honest, I'm in my robe. Okay. I hope everybody's comfy and at home and resting because it's going to be a rough ride for some people over the next 2 weeks. So, really, what I want to do is just kind of go over some of my notes about the eclipse. And then I also want to, I guess, do a horoscope reading for each sign. And if you guys have any questions, I've got some cards here. So, I'm going to do that at the end. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Barb. Hey, Emily. Sorry, I'm reading your messages. I'm still trying to get used to getting the messages. Let's see. Okay, multitasking. I understand that. Oh, thank you. What is the background? Is it my eyeball? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, I'm really tired. Like I'm struggling. I was like, "Oh my god, am I really going to do this tonight?" Yeah, I did. Here I am. You know that saying, you put your hair up in a bun and you just do it? Well, I didn't do all that, but I am in my pajamas. So I didn't even do like a full face of makeup. I'm like, look, this is it. This is what y'all getting tonight. Hey Connie, how you doing? Oh, okay. You'll have to, well, I can probably look back while you were waiting. Oh, you mean the thumbnail. Cool. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm going to encourage people to kind of rewatch this because we have tons of energy going on right now. There's several things that you may be feeling, but first and foremost, let's talk about the lunar eclipse in Libra. So, Libra is that balancing energy, right? And it's taking place at 5 degrees of Libra. And if you have any planets, any luminaries, any mathematical points, anything in your astrology chart that's near 5 degrees of Libra or where that sits in your houses, you're going to feel the energy. So, for horoscopes and just astrology in general, when we go and look at our natal chart, you can find where 5 degrees of Libra falls in your chart and whatever house that's in, that's kind of where you're feeling this energy the most. Some people, it may not be as high energy right now, but for a lot of people with this placement, they may be having a lot of changes coming really fast because Libra rules the seventh house, and the seventh house is all about relationships, and that can be business, that can be personal, that can be all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Emily, me and her are always opposite on the astrology thing about being wide awake. Normally, if she's wide open, I gotta watch my cussing. I can't cuss on here. If I'm wide open, she's asleep, and if I'm asleep, she's wide open, which sometimes isn't that cohesive for the work that her and I do together. But yeah, so basically, and this is occurring in the south node. So the lunar nodes are mathematical points, and this is the first time since 1987, I believe April 13th or 10th of 1987, which that was a month and a half before I was born, that we've had a lunar eclipse in Libra in a south node. So again, some of you guys may know, like from either working with me, especially the folks that are in the chat now, some of you guys may know from working with me that the South Node means your past. Okay. And that the north node means your future. And a lot of, it kind of goes back and forth. Somehow we skipped this. And as far as like the lunar nodes, they shift. So we have the north node and the south node. They're opposite of each other. And right now we have, the Libra is and Aries. So the sun's in Aries right now, and the moon's in Libra. So they're opposite signs. So they have like the opposite energy, but they can also work very well together. Okay. So that's kind of what's happening. And if you want to catch it, if you're going to be up for the East Coast around 3:12 a.m. this morning, which normally I'm up, I plan on going outside and filming and stuff. That's when you can actually see it. It's not going to be a total lunar eclipse. We had one of those back, I believe, on October 28th of last year. Me and my son got to see it, but this is going to be a partial. So it's going to seem like, I don't know exactly how much of the moon's going to be covered, but you're going to see something change with the moon. And I think it starts technically around 12:30 a.m. and it ends around almost 4 a.m. So you're going to see some changes. There are certain places in the world right now, though, that are having a total lunar eclipse. It's just not viewable from my location here on the East Coast. So, South Node, lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses are all about letting go, and sometimes, again, I was just talking about how that can, happen in different houses for everyone. But the people that will mostly feel this, they have something near 5 degrees of Libra in their natal chart. So basically, let's see, South Node, Libra, that means past. Okay, extra past. So not only are we being asked to let go of everything that's kind of bothered us, and you know what? I will say this, I'll give you a tip. Even if you don't, uh, check your astrology chart, or if that's something, you don't know how to do or not really into, you will honestly, because we have a Mercury retrograde coming up on April 1st. Yeah, April Fools. Okay. April Fools for the Mercury retrograde. You'll notice that there's people from your past, or there's people that have that you need to let go of, like situations or even things from the past. Think about where or what you were doing if you were alive on in 2004, into like middle to end 2004, all the way through 2005. Think about what you were doing at that time, because this is the last time this eclipse happened. Because again, every year and a half, the nodes change. So we're in, the North Node's in Aries right now. I'm having a North Node return, which is my future. And right now, when you have these nodal returns, there's a super powerful context to like propelling your future and going forward. And I'm really working with that energy right now. Hey, Shelly. Yes, insomnia. Yes, it happens during the full moon. And right now, I know the first half of this week, I couldn't sleep worth a lick at all. 100%. It was awful. Okay. And now, but as it's gotten closer, I'm getting more sleepy. But I have talked to somebody last night. They were born, their sun is at 8 degrees of Libra. So this is a big time for this person. And she's having huge insomnia. So, Shelly, if you want to find out where 5 degrees of Libra falls in your horoscope chart, and at the end, as long as I'm feeling energetically enough, I'm willing to kind of look into where this falls in personal charts. You can either drop your information, unless I already have yours. I know at least two of these people in this chat right now, I have your birth charts and I can look. But if you don't want to share your information here, you can either email me super fast and send it, or you can message me on IG, and I can actually put your chart in and see where the moon falls. So it can give you some more context and some more ideas. And I got a big old cookout drink tonight. It's all about pampering yourself, okay? So whatever you're doing, once you get done with your work, Emily, you got to get to a point, pamper yourself tonight, because she knows what I mean. She's been working really hard on her cards. I'm super proud of her. Let's see. Connie, please share. Yes, thank you. Please share. It's, completely clouds are covering. And oh, God. Oh, please share the eclipse video. Yes. And if you don't mind, please share out this live. This is my first singular live that I've done. I've tried one on TikTok. It didn't go very well, but my folks are here. So I appreciate y'all so much. What do you need to know? Okay, so if you want to go ahead and email me now, or you can put it here in the chat. I would honestly keep this private. It's just my feelings. I wouldn't want to put all my birth chart information out there. It's nothing super serious, but what I need basically would be your birthday, your birthplace, and your birth time. So, and if you don't know your birth time, like a rough estimate, and if you don't know it at all, I'll just choose like 12 p.m., middle day. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but it does really help to have the birth time because the moon, the sun's constantly moving, the moon's constantly moving. Mainly the moon is the one you have to worry about in the type of astrology that I'm using and the type of aspects that I have loaded up on my program. Yeah. So I was in 11. Oh, wow. Okay, Emily. Well, if that's what was happening, it doesn't surprise me that you have some of these things going on because I would almost guarantee that you were still finding out more stuff in the sixth grade about your illnesses. So that makes perfect sense, actually. But yes, if I can get a video, Connie, I will do that 100%. So I'll be looking out, Barb, for your email if you want to send that in. I think I'm just going to go ahead now and keep her moving unless anybody has any questions. Okay, perfect. Oh, my birthday's 5/31, so we're birthday partners. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. I don't have too many notes. It's just can't find it. It's just a few, nothing too crazy. But basically, what could you be feeling right now? What could be happening leading up to this? So huge epiphanies. You might find yourself being a little more spiritual going within right now because the lunar eclipse or the moon in general is ruled by Cancer, which Cancer rules intuition. Okay. And it's also the moon represents the feminine, it also represents the subconscious. So we all may be introspective right now, but we also may be closer connected to our intuition. So during this time, wherever the moon falls in your chart, you might even be getting insight about what that house regards because all of the houses represent each part of life. And there's like surface level stuff, but then you can get super deep with astrology, even finding missing people too. Also, you resurfacing emotions from the past. So I've talked about that. You may be having some of those feelings again. That's being reinforced by the Libra lunar eclipse being in the south node or in that part of the mathematical area of the moon where it goes up and down. That is double past. Now is the time to let go of what no longer serves you because you do not want to carry this energy in to the solar eclipse that's coming up in 2 weeks on April 8th. Because the thing about this eclipse is, okay, if you have some stuff going on you need to take care of, okay, and if you procrastinate, the universe makes those decisions for you. We all have done that before in some way, shape, or form. And honestly, right now, this is the slow energy. This is kind of the soft, nurturing, think about it as the mothering energy, like almost visually, I see like a mother holding a child and, petting your head, like it's all going to be okay, given that mother's touch and that intuition. That's what the moon's doing. But what does dad do when things need to get done? Not, in general. Dad makes sure it gets done. Dad's going to kind of be a little more enforcing than mom. He's going to come around and, it's like if you and your brother and sister are fighting over a toy, dad's going to come just jerk it up, and be like, you're done. You're done. It might end up in the garbage, right? So put that context in with the sun and the moon, and there you go. You have eclipses. So what that really means is what we don't take care of and what we don't let go of, the universe can make a decision for us, especially for those people that are highly affected by this lunar eclipse. Okay. So, also too, has anybody else felt like time has sped up for them? I don't know if y'all can resonate with that, but time has really started to kind of, feel like it's sped up because last year we had a lot of planetary bodies, like, I think it was Saturn and Jupiter. There was several, and this happens often throughout the year. But a lot of planets were in retrograde, meaning that they look like they move backwards through the sky, which is not actually the case. They don't just stop and turn because that would cause a lot of problems. I think if one of our planets stopped and like dead stopped and then turned around, it would throw off the whole solar system. So I don't think we'd be here. It would ruin everything. So, but it looks like they're going backwards. Okay. And actually, they make beautiful shapes too. when they do this. When they move through the sky, Venus makes like almost like the flower of life shape as she moves through the sky. It's really very interesting mathematically. But yeah, so the retrograde planets, they basically, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, it makes everything feel like it's going slower and stuff, right? So time has sped up because all of these planets have went straight station direct. So what does station direct mean? Station direct means that we are moving, all the planets are not in retrograde anymore. Okay. So that's why we're feeling this way. But we got a ball buster coming in. Okay. Mercury retrograde. I'm going to post on my socials, probably on my, let's see, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Excuse me, allergies are awful right now. But I'm going to post my Mercury retrograde stuff on there to give everybody a reminder of kind of what to expect from that energy. If you want to find it before I post it, it's there already. I'm just going to kind of repost it, and I might add some other stuff to it as well. So things may slow down. We may notice some issues moving into April with communication. Of course, Mercury is ruled, or let's see, what is it? Pisces and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So I have a lot of Mercury in my chart and the talking and stuff like that, but it makes you a great communicator. But when Mercury goes into retrograde, it takes kind of some of that stuff and twists it around to the opposite. Astrology is all about aspects, and astrology is all about, just how can you say this? What's it called? Metaphors. Astrology is all about metaphors. So that's the hardest thing to learn when you're learning about astrology and you learn how to read charts. You have so many different possibilities. There's thousands of different combinations, and learning how to like correlate those energies was probably the hardest part for me. And I still consider myself a baby astrologer. But anyways, let's move on. All right. So we already got huge spiritual transformations. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about that already, but some people are really going through huge transformations spiritually, honestly, right now, and you're weighing your options and what you should do. Also, you have, again, feeling restless. That's another one, and we talked about that, and your sleep patterns being interrupted 100%. And a lot of people right now, including myself, I'm really working on changing my thought patterns of like being more happy, and it's easier said than done in general about certain things in my life. But I do know for a fact by doing my own astrology that this year is big for me for career and getting out into the public, 11th house, getting known for what I do. And I'm making progress forward. And people like Emily, that's known me for a long time, she knows that this 2 years ago, I never would have done what I'm doing right now. Yeah, a lot of emotional trauma and stuff. You very could, it very well could. And I can look and see if you want me to. I can do it here or in private, Emily, if you want me to. My leg went numb. It hurts. But yeah, I'm sitting on my bed cross-legged. And that's what I get because now my old ass, my leg done went numb. Had to give me a second. You know how it feels, those tinglies. It hurts so bad. But yeah, so the lunar eclipse, March 25th, so tomorrow. East Coast time is 3:12 will be about the peak. And okay, we can do that for sure. And let's see. So what are some of like the key things to talk about? We're going to focus on the balance of relationships. So even if you do not have, Libra at 5 degrees, focus on balancing out relationships in general. You're going to see a lot of people breaking up. You're going to see a lot of people just all of a sudden coming out saying, hey, we're done. This could be even, publicized for some people. I'm like celebrities and stuff like that. But you'll also see a lot of people like breaking contracts, possibly too. Because again, this is not just relationships, this is business. The introvert brought out the extrovert. Yes, yes, for sure. I'm definitely a balance between both. So finally got used to doing this kind of stuff for sure. I lost my train of thought though. See, this is what I got to get used to, guys. Emily, I got to get used to being able to go back and forth my brain. And it's also late. I think I'm going to take a nap though before this happens, y'all. I ain't doing it. I ain't staying up all night tonight. I say that, but as soon as I lay down, like 20 minutes later, I'll be like, I'll be wide awake, like, what happened? Hey, Lisa. But oh yeah, focusing on relationships. It also talks about harmony. So, you want to bring harmony wherever you can, right? We can do this in different ways. I'm a big writer. So, where Mercury's a big part of my chart, I love to write and kind of get it all down in front of me. Matter of fact, one of the things I've done, because I have this event coming up on April 13th where I'll be doing psychic readings and I'll be doing, I'm selling my jewelry at the Trivet Clinic Parafest in Hamptonville, North Carolina. So if anybody sees this and you want to meet me or get a reading from me in person, which I always do my readings remotely, I've only done in-person readings with friends and family and a couple times at some other locations. So I'm super excited, but I'm kind of breaking down walls there too, because I like to have like my solitude time when I tap in. So I'm pushing myself with that too. Another great example of pushing yourself right now. Hey, Kel, how you doing? Thank y'all for being here. Oh, I need a tea break. Hold on. It's half sweet and half unsweet. If I do like full sweets, I'll be knocked out. It knocks me straight out. Sometimes even a whole milkshake from Cookout, which I try not to get because I'm insulin resistant, kind of like almost pre-diabetic. So I have to be careful with that. But the caffeine, it's going to keep me awake all night. Am I reading it right? Libra at 11 degrees, first house. I'm trying. Um, in what context? You mean for the moon right now? Good to hear, Kel. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's awesome. Give me a little more context for that. So is the moon when the eclipse happens should be at 5 degrees of Libra. But do you have so 11 degrees of Libra in the first house? Are you talking about your ascending sign? So like your first house starts at 11. Okay. Probably your ascending. Yeah. So this you should be really feeling this in the house of self. So if your Libra's in the first house, that's really about your outward personality, who you are. And, that makes a lot of sense too, Connie, for the stuff we chatted about. And that's really finding your balance about, you know, who you're wanting to become. So think about it like that. I'll leave that there because I think you know where I'm going with that. Um, but yeah, basically, let's see. And if I'm not right on that, Ringo, let me know. Let me know if I've interpreted that wrong, and I will let you know for sure. Opportunities for transformation. Hey, so pretty much this full moons illuminate. Okay, what do full moons do? They illuminate, they come into completion, okay? So now we're illuminating things from our past, in Libra, which, helps us weigh our options, find that harmony, and it's a double pass now, so things that are going way back, time to let them go, be done, okay? And then Pluto right now, there is a soft aspect right now between this and the eclipse. So what does Pluto do? Pluto is powerful and transformative and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm gonna pause for a second. Wow. Yeah. No, don't feel like, look, I think we all do. I think I've done had my cry session yesterday. I had a little teary moment, but mine was for gratitude and just how far that everything's come. But it'll affect us all different, and what we're going through. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, it's about an hour from where I live. Yeah, major transformations. Absolutely. Hold on, my tablet cut off. Yeah, and so with that helpful aspect with Pluto trining the, lunar eclipse, basically what that means is it's the transformation, it's allowing us, it's like the hairbringer of change. Okay. And then again, we talked about the Mercury retrograde already, the influence. So it brings in the shadow phase of the eclipse. So it's leading to confusion and misunderstanding. We're already getting into that energy. So for some people that aren't as balanced emotionally or mentally, especially for this, they may really struggle right now. There may be some people that you have to give extra encouragement to because they're really struggling with you know, problems. So, and there might even be some people with relationship problems, more people that choose or know how to that live more in the 3D than the spirit. There is a balance. Okay. But, once you ascend, intuitively, in my opinion, once you ascend and the things that used to bother you in this world and would give you anxiety and stuff, it doesn't bother you the same way. I call it riding the wave. I use this terminology a lot. I think I'm going to like trademark it or something. I know I won't, but I'm just kidding. I've actually, I teach based on that principle, and it allows me to do that, honestly. And that's kind of where I'm going right now. My powerful transformation is going more public with, everything that I do, and believing more in myself and trusting the flow and, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, Connie. Yeah, that's a possibility too. So Barb, you may have some correlation if it's with your body hurting. It could be that you already, I'm not going to put you on blast, but you may already have some physical things going on with your joints, maybe, or like arthritis. And maybe you have some type of earth um, aspect according to your lunar chart, like maybe your moon's a earth element or some type of planet regarding Saturn. It might be in the house that's ruled by Saturn, which I think is the eighth house. Saturn rules the body, okay, and like pains and joints and stuff like that. So that would be very interesting. I'm a Libra. Turn on scales are always going up and down. Yeah. So my scales, yep. It's very possible. And right now, Elisa, if you're having a tough time with anything, just remember, ride the wave. Try to find that balance right now. I know you come in a little late. I'm not sure exactly how much you heard, but this lunar eclipse, this full moon is about letting go of the past and even like deep-seated traumas in the past. So some of that stuff may be coming back up for you, honestly. So just keep that in mind and try to stay positive and pamper yourself. Everybody, again, I'm in my robe I just got, and it's so comfortable. And I've been depriving myself of like just a comfortable house robe for like 3 years. Hell, I've been depriving myself. I've been wearing Crocs for 2 years because y'all know, or some of you guys know, that I'm partially disabled and this is my work now. So I have to kind of do things physically in spurts. So I've just wore Crocs and flip flops for 2 years, and I finally got me a pair of shoes. Look, transformation. I know that sounds crazy. I even have shoes here, like tennis shoes, but I've had no need for them, So I got me a pair of shoes for the event coming up on April. It's just little things like that, and just a new cheap little shirt makes me happy. I'm a happy girl. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. Seeds of change. So, not only does the lunar eclipse happens today. It's always like this. So twice a year, we get a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. And, the next 2 weeks up until April 8th is going to be super powerful. So you're going to be moving in. I gave that analogy or that metaphor. Like right now, the moon is the feminine, the nurturing, the mother, the intuition. It's like if something happens, you got mama there, petting you, telling you everything's okay. This intense energy, though, is like whatever's happening is going to keep going. And it doesn't have to always be in a negative like reference. Okay. This can actually be very positive, a very positive time. I have some things going on personally. I'm not going to put myself out there, but there's some things that, are really important transforming in my life right now. And I have some decisions to make. But honestly, currently, right now, I think I've learned how to ride the wave, at least for this present moment in the present, to be able to, I'm seeing pathways. Spirit's given me like pathways of where I need to go, what I need to do, and making, those moves. To get that kind of information requires sometimes solitude, really, and meditation. I don't constantly, sit in meditation all day, no, but I do spend time by myself, and I'm blessed to have some time by myself, especially this weekend. I had a little break, to be able to kind of pull in and think. Having that time, meditation doesn't always have to be, the type stuff. It doesn't always have to be that. It can be writing, it can be journaling. Sometimes I put on like a mindless game or something. Like I play pop slots, y'all. I play pop slots, and it's so fun. I played it for like 5 years, but I don't play it often. But sometimes when I need to clear my mind, I literally just sit there and press that button and spin, and I'll think, and I do well. Like, I'm finding that if I play music in the background, journaling is really big right now too. I need to mention that. I think I got that here at the end too. We'll talk about some things you can do before we get into the horoscopes. So, let's see. I need to pause because I still got a few more things to do. Mercury, okay, heightened emotions, we already covered that. And positive transformation potential, okay? Everybody, it's just really about your perception and how you want to look at stuff, okay? That's all it's really about. I mean, if you want to focus on negativity all the time, things are going to be negative. You're setting yourself up for negativity. One of the first things Spirit ever told me, and I say this often, is about perception. Perception is everything. Is it okay to be sad? Is it okay to be negative? Is it okay to, have sad feelings? Yes. Yes. But don't bask in it. Don't wallow in it. Try to pull yourself out of it. Because if you stay in that space, you create that vibration. It's like something Spirit's showing me, and they've showed me before, but they're reminding me of, is like we have layers to our vibration, right? Our vibration isn't just one steady stream, okay? Because people tend to think like, oh, your vibration is a single thing or a singularity. It is not. It's like different levels of vibration. So can your vibration be here and then you get sad? Does it lower your baseline? Yes, but that is your baseline. It is a collective. There is a median, is what Spirit's telling me right now. I don't know if anybody, there's certain people out that might be able to validate some of this for me in the chat that studied energy more than me. But, or even like in the comments when this is replayed back, there's a certain vibration that we have that's like a baseline, okay? But there's all other, possibilities and energy lines and everything. But, well, if you're sad, will your baseline come down? Yes, but does it like drop to the depths of the darkness? Absolutely not. But if you stay there, that's when your baseline hits that point with your vibration. So, there's times in life when we have our dark night of the soul. Some people are going through that right now, going through this eclipse, and it will tell everything in the astrology chart. Let's see what Kel has to say. Opportunities to clear heart hurt weight from now and yesteryear. Yes, that sounds like my kind of sign from the universe. I will walk down to the water and ask the sheet of the sea to give me some closure. Yes, girl. Sit down in that water or put your feet in. If it's cold, don't though, but in the sand or by the bank or whatever, and just sit there and be. That sounds so nice. I'm gonna go sit out on the hood of my car in the driveway probably and watch the lunar eclipse, which is fine. I'm surrounded by trees. It's peaceful enough. They did put in a highway over there. It's like 1,200 feet from my house now, which really, really sucks. But yeah, that's definitely something to think about, like, and meditate or just, talk to Spirit right now, because it is a great night to do that. We also have, let's see, we've already talked about that. So what are some things you can do tonight? What are some things you can do, or tonight and tomorrow? It doesn't have to be like right now, but if you want to, that's cool beans. Whatever, you do you, boo. Be sure to ground yourself. I had to do that tonight before the live. Ooh, my thing, I had to put my leg down. I can't feel it again. Be sure to ground yourself. So, how can you ground yourself? I always tell people it can take 30 seconds, it can take 5 minutes, it can take an hour. Take your time, okay, grounding yourself. If, like I did it right before this, I needed to, I was up running around and my heart rate got up. Sometimes I have tachycardia. So my heart rate got up and I was getting kind of anxious, and I grounded myself, and it did help a lot. And so what you do is you sit down on the edge of your bed, feet on the floor. Sometimes I sit Indian style and I just visualize, or you can go outside and you can put your feet on the ground. You can do it with shoes or barefoot. I like to do it barefoot. I'm kind of a hippie. I'm crying. I admit it. But you sit there and you imagine, well, depending on how you perceive energy, you want to let all that energy drain out through your feet or through the bottom of your root chakra where your tailbone's at. So what you do is you just imagine, or you imagine, feel, see, or know. So however you perceive energy with whichever clair, because we all perceive energy, period. Okay. Don't let anybody else tell you that. Some people will just perceive more energy than others, and that's what makes people intuitive or psychic, which I really want to get in that. Oh yeah, tachycardia sucks. You know what? I found out I had it, and what was triggering it was my Celsius, which I called it my crack water. So I can't drink it anymore. And I know it was bad for me to begin with, but homegirl here is pushing coming up on 40 in a few years. So it's time to start making better choices. And I haven't had any of my crack water or Celsius in, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. So I'll just stick to coffee, some soda. That's my vice is Diet Dr. Pepper, though. I ain't gonna lie, girl. But be sure to pamper yourself. Let's get back on the list. Pamper yourself, okay? And take the time again. I'm in my robe, I'm in my PJs. Like, I'm going to go outside barefoot tonight. I'm going to ground myself. Oh, to finish grounding yourself, let all of that energy go down through your feet, pull it back up into your body, and you generally should feel a sense of calm energy. Mother Earth energy is transformative. It is a transmutation. If you haven't done this before, it may take a little bit of time to connect properly, but you might not even feel it in your body. You may just know it happened, okay? Or you may feel it, or you may just sense a shift, but you should feel a little bit better. All right, so definitely consider journaling tonight, writing down things you want to let go of. Things as anything, just write down your thoughts tonight. Dig deep tonight or tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow if you don't have time or if it's super late. And letting go of past traumas. One way you can do this is write a letter, and write a letter to somebody that's hurt you that you are having a hard time forgiving. Write a letter and burn that sumbitch. Okay, burn it down. Yes, the lunar eclipse tonight is tonight, Lisa. So East Coast time. It starts around 12 here in about an hour and a half to an hour. It's going to kind of start in, but I don't know if we're going to be able to see it properly on the East Coast. It depends on where you're at. So you'll have to look up your location like accordingly to see where it's going to be. Give me 1 second. Allergies, everything's blooming around here. And I have an air conditioning unit. So when I have that thing on, it just blows right in my face. But I also get hot, get the hormonal hots. So it's one thing or another. But yeah, so basically just, you can check and see what time it'll be for you. East Coast time, the peak will be 3:12. So you just take off, I believe you just take off that time. So if you're 2 hours behind, 1:12. Okay. 3 hours behind, 12:12. So yeah, if you're a night owl like myself, you can definitely check it out. And you see all this back here. These are my cards. I got 4 decks. Maybe we'll play with tonight, depending on how I feel. All right. Focus on self-love and nurturing. Okay. Focus on that big time. That's what I'm trying to do tonight. I feel like I want to curl up in the fetal and watch the new Walking Dead episode of The Ones Who Live. That's probably what I'm doing after this. Yeah, I'm excited about that because nobody's home right now. Well, there is somebody home, but my children are not home right now. My fiance's at home, but he's quiet. He does his own thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a me time, and I am feeling it. Feeling it. All right. So, anybody have any questions? Because that is pretty much it for my notes. I've got to open up. Okay, Luna Astrology is open. I'm going to set this right here. Oh, let me get in position. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, just let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the horoscope. Oh, God. I should have took a Benadryl. Hey, Ethan. Okay. So what we're going to do is you can send me your birthday. Actually, wait a minute. I think I have your chart. Hold on. And I'm going to do cards too, like horoscope cards real quick. Cause if you've been watching or if you just come in, so I just covered some of the, things that are like the energies. I didn't go super deep, I just kept it real super layman terms tonight. We're all relaxing and chilling and, vibing here with this lunar eclipse. If you're just coming in, you can rewind back and check that out or watch it later to get that kind of information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each zodiac sign, all 12, and I'm going to do this kind of fast. I'll take my time with it, but I'm going to keep it going, and give everybody an idea. And you either can, so your rising sign, if you know your rising sign, everybody knows their sun sign, right? So I'm a Gemini sun, but I'm a Cancer moon, Cancer rising. You can choose whichever horoscope you want to choose, right? And that way you can figure out exactly where, this falls in your chart. Okay. But just know that if I'm going to do Gemini moon or Gemini sun or Gemini rising, it doesn't matter where it falls in your chart. So this will just be a horoscope for the zodiac sign itself. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to do that, and to see, because I've got my stuff pulled up. Because basically the reason it don't matter is because I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you in on the details. And then we'll take a look at individual charts. So if you've sent me an email, or I saw that Barb did her thing up here. So I'll look at the very end of this. And then I'm going to hop off here after this. So I'll hang around for a few minutes, because I'm going to try to do this for an hour. But, me, I get to talking. I can't shut up. So, and I enjoy y'all being here too. I really want to start doing more of these individually, like, just so you guys know, as it is right now, I should be going live like every other Wednesday with Down South Supernatural, unless something else comes up, because I have some family things going on this week. Or I go live every other week with Rochelle the Psychic Sleuth, right? And then we're also putting out, Lights at Midnight. For the folks that may or may not know that's tuning in, Lights at Midnight is hosted by me and Emily, the Fine Art Medium. And we just had our first video hit 11K views with the last video that we reacted to with the Foreman brothers. So we should be hitting the first level of monetization after a year and a half of long, hard work. And probably by the end of the month, it will, maybe, if not starting next month. And then we're shooting to be fully monetized at least by my birthday. So we're going to take all that money, hopefully, unless, something comes up where we need it. And me and Emily have talked about using it to travel and film and stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Libra rising. Yep. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, Barb. I definitely want to. I really want to do more. So I would like to do another live independently for the solar eclipse. And I also want to do lives about spiritual and paranormal questions, because I do. So I want to bring more paranormal stuff to this channel. This channel, or my personal channel, has been more like spiritual and stuff, and astrological stuff. But I do paranormal stuff sometimes, but I do all my paranormal stuff over at Lights at Midnight. So I kind of do that there and do this here, but I'm getting ready to kind of bring that other aspect over as well. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started on the lunar eclipse. Now, the way I have it set up for my astrology, some people are reading that the sun is in the 7th house. Some people are saying the sun's in the 10th house. I mean, not the sun, the moon's in the 10th house, the moon's in blah, blah, blah. The way I have my astrology stuff set up, mine's in the 9th house. Okay. So let me take a minute. Done a lot of chit chattering. I'm going to shuffle my cards. So this will be for Aries, Aries rising, or Aries moon. You can look at it. So again, the sun is your outward personality, kind of like what's on the outside. The moon is what's on the inside. Okay. Your rising sign is you're going to get your best results with your rising sign. So just remember that. Okay. Best results with rising sign. But you can take all three of them and kind of see how it fits and think about what I just said. So you've got, sun is outward personality, or your conscious. Moon is subconscious. Subconscious is your intuition, your spirituality. The rising sign is you. And again, the sun is like projecting forward as well. So Aries, where are you at, Aries? Let's see on the chart here. So in the 3rd house, the house of communication, Aries. Let's see what comes up. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Well, I don't want to pop out. I'm going to try another deck because I'm going to use, oh, I'll show you all this really fast. This is the Astro deck. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know. I love the artwork. I'll be using that one. Don't mind my nails. I get nervous and I peel all my fingernail polish off, or just out of habit. Not even, I don't even have to be nervous. And then I've got the Moonology deck too. I got that. So lunar deck, astrology deck, and I wanted to add some color cards. So this is like a feeling, like feelings and emotions and chakras and all that kind of stuff. And last but not least, I have my deck. So this is a spiritual guidance deck. It kind of pairs with my spiritual guidance readings and stuff like that. It is specifically geared towards me. So let's see if this deck is ready. Oh, I cleared them. So Aries, third house, communication. Aries is your action or war sign. You know, third house communication. So got a retrograde coming up. All right. So for Aries, sun, moon, or rising, first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. That's what all this is about right now. You want to trust the universe. You want to go with the flow. What is Aquarius? Aquarius is that energy of ever expanding. It deals with like the internet too. So third house of communication, you know, this may have something related to the 11th house too for you, Aries, sun, moon, or rising. There may be some type of expansion that you're looking to expand your business and, you know, because, you know, Libra business and relationships and stuff like this. Basically, trust the universe, let it flow, let it guide. It will guide you. But also, too, that's the hardest thing sometimes is the trust. When you can't trust the universe, you tend to miss out on opportunity. 100%. All right. Let's see what type of astrological energy that can be associated with trusting the universe. Oh, and what about the moon? It's the first quarter moon. First quarter moon presents challenges. So, yes, it's going to be challenging for you to trust the universe for sure. And this is related to the chakra, the crown chakra on your head. And then we got the 10th house. So yeah, so third house of communication and work, 10th house is authority. You got to find your authority, you know, in your own personal authority and how that fits in the outside world within your job. Or I even feel like in the 11th house, that 11th house energy with Aquarius, you want to find out how you fit in the world too, and all the things that go along with that. All right, so Taurus. So we'll do Taurus, Taurus rising, or Taurus moon. So this will fit somewhere with you Taurus folks. And I will say this is just a general, real quick reading. If this does not resonate with your sign, please just take what does and leave what does not. All right, so for your Tauruses, that is in the fourth house of home and family. And it's the new moon. So that's new beginnings, new seeds, and know you are loved. New moon in Libra. So we have a full moon in Libra right now. You got to balance that home and family time. Maybe some of you guys are struggling with home and family Tauruses, or even with relationships between your, you know, significant others, your siblings, your parents, whatever it may be. But just remember that, you know, things change, people change, you know, and we have to forgive. And I'm being intuitively led to say that we have to forgive people around our home and family and our past. The fourth house does represent the past too, and our roots. Somehow these got twisted around. Let's see what astrological energy comes through for Taurus moon, sun, or rising sign. Here we go. Yeah, I actually got two. So North Node is your future. You're really wanting to let go, Taurus, of these things from your past, from your family, because it is holding you back from your future. It could be holding you back in many different ways. But in the fourth house, you know, the opposition of the fourth house is the 10th house. So that is career, or even the outward way that you present yourself to the world. But I think it's got you kind of depressed, Taurus, and whatever's happening between your home and family and the people that you associate with. So keep that in mind, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Now I'm setting the used cards over here because I don't want to put them back in the deck. All right, so Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. That come out quick. All right, Gemini, we got full moon in Aries taking place in the 5th house of creativity, fun, pleasure, and it is cool your emotions. Full moon in Aries. Aries is again that action and war. Oh, I probably should show you guys this. Sorry. This is my first time really doing this, so bear with me. Okay, so you want to cool your emotions. So I'm a Gemini sun. I can say, like right now, my emotions aren't really unstable, but could that mean some of my Gemini mates out there are sun, moon, or rising? Yes, cool your emotions. For me, I'm having to ground myself right now because my to-do list is super big. This is happening in the house of creativity, which creativity I can actually fit for me because I'm doing this event and I'm creating jewelry and stuff for this event, everything. Okay. So in your pleasure, house of pleasure, creativity, and stuff that you thoroughly enjoy. And I also believe it's the house of children as well. Okay. Cool your emotions. This could be a positive way, or you're just kind of running around a little too much. Make sure that you're taking the time to chill out. Okay. And we're going to do a pairing card with that. And that was in Aries. Let's see. Aries is ruled by the first house of self, too. So that means, take time to chill. And then we got Leo. Okay. Leo is that big heart energy. Okay. One thing about the Gemini sign is we're big on communication and stuff like that. I have a lot of Gemini traits personally, but I do tend to lean towards my Cancer more, especially with my intuition because it is my moon sign. But for Gemini shine, this means use your heart to guide you on what you need to do because Geminis, y'all are all up here in your thoughts and your emotions. You need to ground yourself. Okay. These are two fire signs too, but that means also too, you got to cool your emotions by taking action. We never want to make war. Okay. You make war when you have to make war. But don't make war with yourself. Cause again, I'm getting that, and Leo is the 6th house. So that's around your daily routine. So Aries, yourself and your daily, Gemini is in for this is Aries. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me put it together. For Gemini, sun, moon, or rising is dealing with yourself and your daily routines and what you do in those daily routines. You got to find that balance with this Libra moon. Okay. 3 different things going on at one time. All right. Now we're going to do Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Well, we're going to take that one. Everything else fell out. I trust spirit enough to roll with it. All right. So Cancer, last quarter moon in Gemini. So Cancer is in the 6th house. And basically, that's your daily routine and stuff. Okay. And last quarter moon in Gemini. So last quarter is when we rest. Okay. Which is encouraging. Clear your mind. So, Cancer, this is really adding up to that lunar energy. You're really wanting to kind of take a break. Maybe you're burnt out on your daily routine. And maybe communicating with people a lot has kind of, you're ready to go back in your crab shell. Okay. And I feel that heavy. Like right now, I'm like, oh my God, I got so much to do. And I told y'all, I just want to lay here in the fetal position and watch The Walking Dead. I love y'all. I want to be here with y'all. But like, after this, that's exactly what I'm doing. So please don't take that the wrong way, but I'm sure y'all get what I mean. Like I'm just ready to relax and stuff. Totally. Aries, the sign of Aries, action or war, you need to take action. So Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, clear your mind. You need to take time to write, document, get everything in line. And when it comes time after this lunar eclipse, take action. Okay. If anybody's got any questions, just let me know. I'm going to keep rolling along. Let's see. So now we've got Leo. Hold on. One of my cards decided to fly away. All right. So Leo for the 7th house of relationships, okay, which is ruled by Libra. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Okay, we'll do that one. For Leo, you need to take inspired action around your relationships and your partnerships and your co-workerships, anything, it's time to take action. Virgo's an earth sign. They're very needy and tidy, and full moon is illuminating for you, Leo, that it's time to look into those partnerships and those relationships, and you're getting double time with that type of energy. And take inspired action to make changes. If it's time to leave a situation, it's time to leave. If it's time to make a situation, you might notice, Leo, sun, moon, and rising, that you will be entering some type of new relationship, partnership. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be any of them. And we have dignified and strength. Leo is strength. It's the lion. Use that heart energy to get where you're going. All right, we're going to move on to Virgo. Trying to get through these a little bit fast, so because I want to get to y'all's personal charts, just for those that are interested, that watch back to Virgo. So for Virgo, which is taking place in the 8th house of like death, transformation, taboos, and could even be spooky stuff. We got so that's really a transformative house, to be 100%. So for my Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, you got the full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. Okay, so right now you're having a hard time, Virgo, because you are being clouded by that 8th house. There are some things that have been happening in your, in your life that you need more direction on. And I feel like this new moon, I'm sorry, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to help you heal with Chiron. Okay. So Virgo, Chiron is the wounded healer. You're really looking into your past right now, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. And it's going to allow you, this full moon is going to allow you to see certain places that you haven't. Okay. But you might have to dig deep for that. There might be some things that you have to let go of first before you see the bigger picture. But the thing about Chiron is, when we have this solar eclipse in 2 weeks, okay, when we have this solar eclipse, Chiron's sitting right next to the sun. So it's all about healing right now for every single one of us on the outside. We are at the precipice. Okay. This is not just for Virgo. We are at the precipice of change as a collective. There is 2 dividing lines. You're getting to choose whether you want to ride the wave or push against the current. It's literally like black and white. But there's a lot of people that are choosing black and white, right? But then you have the people on the other side that are choosing gray. I don't consider it's black or white, positive or negative. A lot of people right now are choosing the gray area and getting out of that mentality of old ways and old traditions and media and politics and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave that there. But yes, Virgo, take the time to do some stuff, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, to see the bigger picture and heal. All right. Now we have Libra, the star of the moon star of the show, Libra. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Libra. I'm going to go ahead and pull this other one too. Let's try this one more time. My leg went to sleep again. It's like a sack of taters. That old country term, like a sack of taters. All right. So, Libra, new moon in Aries. Now, remember, these are just cards. This is not like astrologically correct for anybody that's just joining in. They're like, what the hell is she doing? No, it's just a card pull. So I'm using the significance of Libra, which is right now the moon or Libra. I'm considering in the 9th house of higher learning, higher spirituality, foreign travel, new moon in Aries. So that's that action sign. And it's the new beginnings right now for you, Libra. And you know what? I know somebody that I did a reading for, and this is a great interpretation. Go for it. It's time to make those changes and make those transformations. Definitely have a lot of the fire in it. There's a lot of things that you're burning down or you're illuminating right now, Libra, sun, moon, or rising, and it's Sagittarius. You're expanding. If you're allowing yourself to let go, you'll be able to expand greatly with that fire energy. It's like I'm seeing visually like a wildfire for Libra, sun, moon, or rising, especially moon. Like you're burning from the inside out, and not in a bad way, in a positive way. And Sagittarius is the sign for this one is expansion. So that one's pretty intense. And that's why we're having, I guess, a lunar eclipse in Libra, letting go Making changes. All right. So what's next? We got Scorpio, 10th house of career. Scorpio. We'll go ahead and pull the other card. Have you guys heard your, well, Libra? I know I got a Libra in the chart or in the chat and a few other folks. Hope that made some sense. If this is making any sense and I've done your zodiac sign, let me know in the chat. Just give me a thumbs up if it made any sense. Because I'll just trust spirit and let them guide me. Okay. And again, this ain't like a big full reading. It's just a little bit of each zodiac. We don't have too many left, and we'll get to the other one, maybe another 5 minutes or so. All right, Scorpio, 10th house of career. Last quarter moon in Virgo. So Virgo is that earth energy. Last quarter moon is resting. Attend to detail. So Scorpio, you have been on the move. Whatever you're doing with Sag, Libra rising. All right. That's next. Sagittarius is next. So whatever you've been doing around your work, whether you're working from home or whatever you do to work, you've really, I see walking in circles. You've been kind of walking in circles and trying to find something to do. You maybe feel like you're out of place with your work, and this is sun, moon, and rising. And last quarter moon in Virgo energy means you're coming to an end. You're not quite there yet. You have to attend to the details to be able to completely let this go, like let go and let God is what I heard. Okay. And you have the influence right now of Cancer. You want to immerse yourself in your work. Okay. Scorpios have a unique ability to be able to go inward because Scorpio is ruled by the 8th house, but we're talking about 10th house energy for my particular horoscope related to like your work and your outward self and stuff like that. Yeah, you need to immerse yourself to find your answers because you've been pitter pattering around the same stuff around your work. And if you go in deep, use this energy right now of the lunar eclipse. Right, take time. I'm hearing for some of my Scorpio sun, moon, or risings, take like a spiritual bath or even just take a regular shower and just let it all go. Ground yourself. All right, so now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. This will be 11th house. 11th house is like ruled by Aquarius. It's your networking and how you fit in really with the world and how you're presented to the world. Oh boy. All right, Sagittarius, 11th house, networking. Come on, these cards are a little sticky tonight. All right, we'll take you. Here we go. All right, so Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. The energy of this, we're talking about the 11th house, Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. First quarter moon in Virgo. First quarter is when challenges appear. Virgo energy is very neat, very tidy. It is an earth energy. It has to do with health as well. Assess the situation. Okay. And then we have a retrograde. Okay. So you want to assess the situation related to what's going on in your work right now. Not work, I'm sorry. It actually, you know what? I'm going to take that. Some people may have like their networking and stuff. There may be a network at work, but for me, the 11th house is all about work because I network through the internet and stuff like that. So it could rule that, but it's also the collective consciousness. There's a retrograde coming up. So you're going to be forced, Sagittarius, to take a step back, assess the situation, and kind of redo something to do with networking in your life. Okay, you're going to have to take a step back, use this energy to kind of illuminate that. But make sure you journal or however you do your stuff. Journaling is like the easiest thing to do, honestly. And just kind of review what it is that's not going right in your 11th house of, networking and technology and all that kind of stuff. Spirit wants me to use the word building. There's like a building block, something you're trying to build, but you've come to a point, Sagittarius, that you're like, what the hell do I do? Take this time to reassess the situation, let go, and you'll be able to get it done. All right. So we got Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left. So we got Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising signs. This will be 12th house of connectivity. Whoop. And this is spiritual connectivity, a meditation, self-undoing. This is the closest to spirit you can get, is the 12th house. So my Capricorn folks, we got full moon in Scorpio. So illuminating the darkness, breathe through the tension. Okay. So this full moon lunar eclipse will illuminate where you are having the most tension in your internal life subconsciously. You will be facing things, Capricorn, right now that you really didn't want to face sometimes. There might be some things coming up, but it's going to be internally. And that can manifest in a multitude of different ways, but it's saying breathe through the tension. And then we have the Mars card, which means all action and war too, but motion. Things are going to start really moving fast for you, Capricorn, in your inward self. Okay. Also, it has to do with self undoing. Yep. Fine art medium. Let's see. Libra was totally oh, cool. Good. Okay. Yeah. So there's some subconscious things that you may have to face, or things that in spirit saying things that you may even have shoved down, Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, that you really don't want to deal with, but you're going to have to deal with them. That is what I'm hearing. Okay. We're going to move on to Aquarius, because I'm ready to get into a couple people's charts, and we're going to see exactly where it's taking place for you. And then I'll open up for questions. Beautiful. I love this card. It's so pretty. I'll go ahead and show you. For Aquarius, it's the 8th house, transformation and death. But death can be beautiful when it's, in a certain aspect, in a certain metaphor. The death things make room for new things to come. Doesn't always have to mean literal death. All right. So for my Aquarius, we've got the new moon in Taurus energy. This is taking place in the first house of self. Okay. First house of self, new moon. So new beginnings for yourself. You're focusing on Aquarius, and Taurus energy is a grounding. You're trying to find ground for yourself. You have to know your worth. And that comes along with grounding. So know your worth when you're making your list of things you want to let go of. Remember that, you are loved, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. I really feel like my Aquarius people right now, let me see, I'm getting something. I'm going to put it into words. There's a lot of self-worth issues around the self right now for Aquarius. So know that you're loved. Know that the universe is supporting you, and the people that do not need to be in your life. Okay. There's going to be a highlight of these people that do not need to be in your life over the next 2 weeks, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. So I really feel strongly about that. And that is in the 8th house, the 8th house of mystery. It may not be very clear right now who it is, but it's going to happen. Okay. It's coming, and you're going to have like a purge, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Again, the rising sign will be very accurate for this, but it could apply with any of them. Okay. Just so you know. And last but not least, we have our oceanic Pisces, and this is in the 2nd house of assets, personal assets, what we own inside and out, really. But more so on the outward too. Let's see. So it's new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. So you got to swim deeper. My Piscean fish. All right. Solar calm. So 2nd house, house assets. And that doesn't always have to mean monetarily either. So new moon in Scorpio. My fiance's alarm's going off, so I don't know if y'all can hear that. Just ignore it. All right. New moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. You need to really take a look and evaluate like your surroundings and what's going on. If you have bills or something that's due, Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, you need to really take and reevaluate how you can maybe even get out of debt. Okay. Solar calm. It says clarifying. By the soul, this is what Spirit's telling me. By the solar eclipse, you're going to have some changes. There may even be something that comes up associated with bills or with your assets or something of the such. But clarifying, you're going to get some answers regarding this around solar eclipse time. One thing I haven't mentioned is from the lunar eclipse onward, this energy is super strong right now, but it lasts it trickles down over the next 6 months. Okay. I just want everybody to know that. So that is it for the horoscope section. So I believe the first person that asked me to look and let me tell them how this lunar eclipse is affecting them is Barb. So, Barb, are you still in the chat, dear? I just want to get a confirmation from you before I do it. Good, good, valid. Because I'll do yours. Hey, Moonlight. Let's see. Sorry, I was in my zone. I was going. I didn't see y'all come in. Thank you for being here. Yep. I forgot I could touch them. Yay. Barb, are you still in the chat, dear? I'll give her a minute to answer. While I'm doing that, I'm going to pull up some stuff for Barb. I know it got late, guys. I'm sorry. For some folks, at least. I'm going to go ahead and, while I'm waiting for her to respond, she may have, but I can't scroll down. I'm going to go ahead and put her stuff in real quick. It won't take me but just a second. And the cool thing, Barb, is if you want me to delete it, I can delete it from my app. If you're still here, I'm sure you'll come back and possibly rewatch this. But you'll have this information here, and you'll have it in my chart. So if you ever want to book a reading or anything with me, I already have it. So just throwing that out there, no pressure or anything. And we are birthday twins almost. Her birthday is 5/30, and mine's 5/31. We don't know the time of birth for Barb, so we're going to do 12 p.m. And again, sorry, my allergies have been acting up bad. All right, so what we're going to do, I've got her chart pulled up. Her moon is in the 11th house in Pisces. That's her natal moon. Okay. Okay. Hey, Barb, I got you now. All right, so that's where that's at. Now let's pull up the transit. Because the transit is, we're almost here at the new moon. So let's find your Libra house. So, wow, okay. Right now, Barb, you are having a nodal return, like almost dead on. You actually are dead on a nodal return. So the lunar nodes, your past and your present. Right now, you're being faced with, and it's in your 8th house of transformation. Okay. And that's your north node. So you're going through a big transformation right now, Barb. And it's, you're being asked to really go through the trenches with what it is you're doing. And then the new moon is also in the 2nd house of finances. So your personal assets and your finances. So I'm not going to continue to express too much, but I will say that some things from the past dealing with your personal finances and stuff are coming up. Let me pull up my house chart and I'll tell you a little more. I like to have this as reference sometimes. So yeah, so the Libra moon is taking place in the 2nd house of money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, habits, your job, or your work ethic, Barb. So you're having some changes around some of that. There's some stuff that's being brought up from the past. That's in your past. But in your future, it's dealing with possibly going towards share finances, mysteries. This is the dark, kind of the transformative house. So there's a lot of things transforming right now, and I would assume that it would have something to do. And you can give me like a thumbs up or any type of validation would be helpful. You can just say yes, no, or if it's on track, because that will help me know that I am doing it. Yes, please do not forget to like the live. Lisa, a true Libra. Okay. And Lisa, if you want me to pull it up, I'll need your place of birth at the very least. I need time of birth, place of birth, but if you don't want to give me that information here, you can email me. Okay, good. All right, as long as that makes some sense. And please let me know. If it's off, don't be scared. Let me know that it's off because it just helps me grow, okay? Let's see. I'm going to look at the way the moon is affecting you. So, yeah. And then Mars action, you're having like a call to action around your daily routines and stuff too. So there's is an in conjunct too. So maybe you're having a little harder time getting around to right now in a certain sense, Barb, around your daily routines. But I'm going to leave that there, dear. Okay. All right. So next, I think it was, I know Emily, I think's next, right? It's Emily and then Valid and then Lisa, I think. Ringo, did you want me to look at yours and see where it was falling? I think I've already done that for you, but I can look at it again unless you don't want to do it publicly. Actually, I don't know if I looked at your house or not. Yes, I did. That was part of the service I did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do, by the way. Hey, dead serious. You're welcome, Barb. Oh, you're in Greenville, Lisa. Okay. Oh, that's where you were born. That's really cool because I'm in the big old NC North Kakalaki too. I'm in the Triad area though. All right, which you may already know that from what I was saying earlier if you were here. All right, so Emily. Emily. I already got her chart. All right, Emily. Where is this moon happening for you? Let's see. The moon is happening in the 8th house for you, and your moon, your natal moon, okay, is at 1 degrees of Libra. So that makes sense that you're healing a lot internally right now because the 8th house is all about transformations and the moon is all about the subconscious, and what we hold deep down in our subconscious. And between now and the next 2 weeks, you're going to have some even more revelations and you're going to be able to release some of them blocks, Emily. And I mean, let's see if I can make it big enough for you to see it. Hold on. Trying to get, dang it. Okay. Let's see if you can see that. I know the light ring's in the way. Hold on. The moon, you see how it's like, you see all my fingerprints. Dang it. Right there in the middle, maybe. Oh no. Okay. I give up. But point is, yes, there's a conjunction of your moon. So it's very powerful, very transformative. It's almost like you're going to literally have rebirth. Okay, Emily? Emily. Let's see where this transiting moon is, other places it's hitting for you, okay? It's squaring your Vesta, which is in the 12th house, which is your subconscious too, but it's squaring your spiritual light, which is making it like you're growing right now, but it's like growing pain spiritually that you're feeling. Um, let's see if there's anything else. And then it's kind of between an inconjunct, so it's not quite positive energy, not quite, well, not positive, easy energy. It's like in between easy and hard. It's medium. You're struggling with your own personal rules, regulations, and boundaries and stuff in the first house, house of self. Daddy Saddy's over here, sitting here with like kind of an inconjunct, but kind of a trine, like right in the middle. So around the house of self, and Pluto's bringing in some transformations for yourself too, but it's going to be easy energy. Okay. But you have opposition right now. Your natal moon in the 8th house has the opposition of the sun, yourself in the 2nd house, personal finances, and your Hygeia is there for your health too. So your health is obviously affecting your personal finances. Also, Neptune, your intuition and stuff like that is also, yeah, you've been pretty open today, haven't you, Emily? Conjunction, junction, what's my moon's function? Oh my God. But yeah, I'll leave that there, Emily, and let you answer that because I know there's probably a delay on this. But I think who was next? Ethan, Valid, are you next? And then Lisa. If I missed anybody, let me know. Oh, I see your other messages now, dead serious. Thank you for being here. It's okay. I've just been rambling for about an hour and 20 minutes about the moon. And I did the horoscopes. Let me know if anybody that's watching this, like once I go or once I'm not live. Um, yes. Open. Okay. I'm going to put that one up there too. That's funny. But yeah, thank you for being here either way. And for the people that are coming in on the live, yeah, pretty open right now. Please let me know if the horoscope meant anything for your sun, moon, or rising sign. That would be great. All right. So, Ballad, are you still here? I want to make sure you're still here. And Lisa, I think you're still here too. I'll give it a few minutes for Ballad to see if he's still here. Anybody have any questions? Okay. So, Valid, if you want to message me on Instagram, I don't have your chart. I need, let me make sure. I thought I did, but I evidently do not. You don't have to put your information here, but I need your sun, moon, or rising. I mean, sorry. I need your, look, I didn't said sun, moon, and rising about 17 times. I want to dream about it tonight. Let's see. Birthday, birthplace, birth time. Okay, Lisa, thank you. If you want to Instagram me that information, or you can put it in the chat. Personally, I don't want my information out there for everybody in the world to see. It's not that big of a deal. It's just, my choice. So you can send that to me on Instagram. Birthday, birthplace, birth time, or rough estimate birth time. If you don't know your birth time, we'll just put 12 p.m. middle of the day. And as soon as I get that information, I'm going to go on Insta and Luminary Luna Beams. I have Larry Sharp's here. He said he was going to tune in. I ended up changing it. He asked if he missed it, and he did not miss it, Larry. If you're catching this on the flip, or if you're watching now, no, if you're watching now, you didn't miss it. So I'm sorry, Larry, I didn't get your message. I just now started checking. Let's see. I'll go ahead while I'm waiting on Ethan to respond. I'll go ahead and I'll probably send all that info to you on Instagram. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. You can do that now because I'm just briefly looking. Your birthday, your birthplace, and your birth time. While you're doing that, I'm going to find Lisa's. Okay, I see Greenville. Got to find that. Okay, I got it. Ten, 13. Lord, I put you as 1073. My bad. I had to fix that really fast. That's as far as my history goes back for my maiden name is 1068 or something like that. Lord. And let's see, green. Okay, 1204. All right. I already have hers in. I'm going to check Instagram for Ethan's. And if anybody else that's listening right now wants to see where the moon's falling in your chart, just either email me at the luminarylunabeams@gmail.com, send me a DM on Instagram, or send it here. It's totally up to you. Let's see. And I'll just see right now that. Okay, Rango, I saw your message. Sorry I missed it. That sounds good. All right. I'm going to check and see. All right. So I'll go ahead while I'm waiting on you, Valid, to send that. I'm going to go ahead and do Lisa's because I have hers pulled up. I will do one more. So we've got Valid, Lisa, and that gives me 5 total. I'll look into somebody else's chart. Just one more for tonight. And then I'll open up questions and then I'm going to skedaddle because I want to sit here and curl in the fetal and watch Walking Dead. I love y'all though. Like I really do. Let me take a moment to say this. I'm going to get emotional because it's the full moon. Okay. But the support and the outpouring of love and the people that I've met and everything, y'all are the best. Without your support, obviously I wouldn't be doing this now. Okay. I might be doing it, but not to this extent. And the things that I have planned and that I have coming are going to be very big for me and hopefully very big for the people that are involved in my classes and some of the stuff I'm doing with my classes, and got a lot of surprises coming up. And my main focus and goal is to help people transform their lives. Period. That's what I want to do. And I do that all from a place of love. And, you know, I just want to say thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ringo. Hey, beautiful disaster. No, I think I have yours, Moonlight. Hope you're doing all right. I'll say, hope you're doing all right. Beautiful disaster. I hope you're doing all right. Sorry, I forget I have to say y'all's names because there's like 7 or 14 people here. Thank y'all. All right, so let me check Instagram one more time. I said that. Okay, we got Ethan. Sorry, Lisa. I just want to take the time to say thank y'all. But I got his stuff. Okay, I got you. We'll be able to get it roundabout, Ethan. So let me go ahead and just put that in really fast. Won't take very long. And Moonlight, I'll do yours. If somebody else really wants it done, then I'll do it. No problemo. Just let me know. But I'm going to try to limit it to like 6 tonight. Or if I can't get it on live, you can just send me a DM and I can tell you very easily. Thank you, dead serious. Excited for what we got coming up on the 11th. Whenever you are, I don't know if we got to make the plans for that. Do you want me to tell people here what we got planned? You can just let me know, dead serious. If not, I'll zip it. It's not a big deal, I'm sure, but. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. All right, I just got to check one more thing. All right, save. Okay, so me and Dead Serious Investigations, and I believe his friend name, is it Charles? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I'm pretty sure that's right. Basically, this fella right here, if y'all don't mind, go like his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of cool things out, a lot of cool content, but we're going to do a live April 11th at 10:30 EST, so Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk about all things spooky. So we'll be live, I believe, on our YouTubes. And yeah, come hang out with us. We're going to talk about a bunch of spooky stuff. He's very knowledgeable, super knowledgeable. Duran knows a lot about haunted objects. He has his own haunted object collection. I actually have an interview with Duran that I'm trying to develop a haunted object series. Okay. But I've got a lot going on after this event. I'm trying to release a haunted object series, and me and him have already sat down and done an interview. So here's that. Cat's out of the bag. Super excited because there's great information. I'll probably do it. I don't know if I'm going to do it in 1 part or 2 part, but anyways, I figured I'd sneak that in there. But we'll go ahead, Ethan, let's add the transit. All right. Where is the moon? Okay, so the moon for you is taking place. Well, your moon actually is at 10 degrees of Libra, your natal moon. Okay, so, and that's in the 5th house of creativity and like pleasures and children and spirit and joy and sometimes self-expression and even drama. Okay, so sometimes that happens, but take one of those metaphors, and that is where your moon's at. So your moon is in a Libra sign, air sign, and that's kind of probably why you intuitively, because the moon rules intuition, that's why you like to do the work that you do. Okay, but you basically almost have a conjunction as well, so you're feeling probably more creative right now, in a sense. And let's see what else is happening. So it's oppositioning Venus in your 11th house. You may even have you been having a creative block lately? Valid. You might even be having that, but you also have powerful transformation in your 8th house as well with your or your 9th house, I'm sorry, of higher spirituality, higher learning. Like you may even want to start moving into healing people. You're really focusing in on how to heal people as well. Can you validate any of that valid? Like how you want to do it with your spiritual connection? Um, that's where the black moon Lilith is too. That's that feisty feminine energy. Again, I know you're not a woman, but we all have masculine and feminine energy. So you're like ready to take charge in your natal chart to heal people. And then you also have your intuition in that 9th house of higher learning and spirituality. But right now you're going through a big transformation with that. And you're learning a whole lot, actually, tons. But it's all oppositioning the 11th house right now. Your moon is. So think of ways like for your channel and stuff to get really creative. And I think that's where you're at right now. You got to let me know though. See if I'm on the right direction because I feel like there's something that's been churning. But yes, it's taken place in the 5th house of creativity. And you could have been having blocks, but that might be removed right now. You might get that removed over the next 2 weeks. I've been creating here. I'll just put it there. Nice. Good. In the next 2 weeks, it should be kicking in full force. All right. So we got Lisa next. Lisa, thanks for hanging around. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. All right. Where is that moon? Let's see. Okay. So this moon is literally between the 3rd and the 4th house of communication and home roots and your family. Okay. Let me see if I can turn a little bit more. Oh, all right. So your moon or this moon lunation is in between the 3rd and 4th house, literally on the cusp. So you're having major transformation from like your past, okay, but also probably between your family or anybody that is associated with your family, and because the moon is literally right over your Pluto, specifically right now in the next like day, and we're at 3 degrees right now. So when when the moon gets to 5 degrees, which is really, really soon, this is when the lunar eclipse starts. So guys, like after this live, within the next 20 or 30 minutes, whoever is closest to it, you're going to be able to see it. So I'm going outside. That's why I'm trying to get done with this soon because I want to go see what it's doing. It's nothing against y'all, I promise. But yeah, pretty much powerful transformation. And maybe I wish I could do it live. I wish I could stream it live. I don't know if I can, or I'd take y'all with me. I don't know what it's doing though, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll at least get a video up or I'll put it on my socials or something. But that would be a lot of fun if I could actually get it. I have a pretty cool phone that can get it. Like I can get a picture of it no matter what. But anyways, back to Lisa. Sorry, I have a little bit of the ADD. Okay. Powerful transformation between the way you communicate with your roots, home, or family. Okay, and you've got a lot of an array of things going on. You have unexpected change in your 11th house coming up. So if you want to validate any of this, Lisa, please let me know. But you don't have to give me details. You can just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if I'm on the right track. So the way that you network with people. So there's something going on right now with communication and the way that you network with the greater public, okay? And then also in the 9th house of higher learning and spirituality, that's where Hygeia is, and that's where Neptune is. That's the transit. So you're actually going through some medical revelations potentially as well. And the Neptune is your intuition. So you probably could have some very good intuitive insights. In the 7th house, though, you might even be having some things because Pluto right now is in your 7th house of partnership in business or, romantic or whatever else. Lots of changes right now in your life in those particular areas. I'm going to leave it there. Again, just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you want to hear anything else, just let me know. And Catalina, are you still here? Oh, I forgot about my cards. It's okay. I could give some people advice too if they want it. The people that I did it for. Oh, so the way that you communicate. So your job energy, let me back out because I was just focusing on the moon. Yeah, so the North Node, the transiting North Node is actually in your 10th house of career, and it's actually right with the wounded healer too. So the Chiron, the wounded healer, which is like medical stuff, higher learning, higher spirituality. So if you're working with people that have disabilities, that is part of like your higher work because it's moving towards your 10th house. So that makes perfect sense. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. There you are. All right. I just got to pull up the transit. Please, guys, if you haven't, give this a thumbs up. I certainly appreciate it. The interaction keeps it going in the algorithm. All right. The moon is in your 12th house. Ooh. So you've been growing a lot subconsciously lately. And what this lunar phase is going to do for you is really highlight your intuition. It's going to highlight like meditation. So if you meditate right now tonight, it's going to be powerful as all, which you may already have seen. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Oh, wow, Barb. That's great. Yes, girl. Yes. That's great. That's hard work right there. Good job, because I've done that before and that is not easy. Congratulations. You're doing a lot of transforming, and your south node is in that part too. So you're being asked to kind of let go really right now of maybe old thought patterns as well, and old things that like relate to your self undoing. So the 12th house is endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and subconscious. You're changing some of your belief systems and patterns too. And they might not be super transformative, but there's things that you're learning right now. Moonlight. Let's see about the aspects. You're squaring your sun and moon. So you have a conjunction between your sun and moon in the ninth house, which is higher learning, higher spirituality. It doesn't surprise me that a lot of people are here have something to do with the ninth house because we all are here for higher spiritual purposes, like we're wanting to learn more. So it's squaring that right now. So you may have actually had a harder time connecting than usual or it's either going to come in the form of a harder time connecting or you've been like connecting in overdrive, one or the other. Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. You're having a trine with a vertex. A point in life of transformation is upon you right now with this moon. Big, powerful moon for you, even though it's not in, it's not really like your natal moon is in the ninth house, but it's still pretty powerful for you because it's in your 12th house. Let's see, anything else? You're trining your north node. So your north node is in your home and family. That's where your like future is. You're meant to how can I say this? You're meant to work with people, and you have a very like positive feeling. You have a mothering type energy to you, and that shows in your north node, and it's trining your north node. You're going to take that quality, that mama bear quality, and you're going to be helping people in your life. Okay, I see you intuitively. I see you working with people or even family members and trying to help them get through some stuff. So that's great. That's great. And let's see. You've got some unexpected changes coming up in the ninth house and the eighth house of transformation. So you might have some unpredictable spiritual moments too, or in general, just it's ruled by Scorpio, things that are not really seen. But yeah, I'll leave that there and I will open up to questions for those that have stuck around. Thank you so much. If y'all want, just give me like a thumbs up and maybe I'll pull a card or something, or I'll answer a question for you. And then I'm going to hop out here and get outside because it's almost 12:30. I want to see what this moon's doing. I'm going to go out there and it's just going to look normal. Watch. But I'll give y'all a few minutes, or a couple minutes or seconds to respond with any questions. And I'll use my deck. First thing that come out. Oh, you're welcome. Happy to do it. I know my angles have kind of been off because I'm all like doing all kinds of stuff. So been like this and like that, like this. But the first card to come out is cosmic energy. Well, that's facts. There's lots of cosmic energy right now. I can feel it. Yes, okay. We'll pull a card for you. We'll pull a spirit. We'll pull more than one. This is my spiritual guidance deck. So what does Barb need to know? It's chicken scratch on these cards. I made these in 15 minutes, so I haven't like made them pretty yet, which I will sooner or later. All right. I'm going to pull a couple. Let's see. Perfect. All right, the first one is the karma wheel. Okay, so the first words that come to mind is what goes around comes around. But in your case, I think you've been putting a lot of positive karma coins in the bank. So what you have put in is definitely coming back around to you during this lunar energy cycle. So you're going to see a lot of advancements in whatever, wherever your karma is lying, wherever you have sowed your seeds of goodness. You're going to be getting more signs from spirit too. So signs from spirit could be in a multitude of ways. I feel like maybe I know I have your astrology chart and I really didn't look to see, but there's something coming in with like earth energy. So you may feel like the cold chills or the tingles or something, but also even vivid images or maybe even vivid meditations coming through, and then shadow work. So I think you have been going through some shadow work. People assume that shadow work is like certain parts of our life, okay? That it's only going to happen during certain times or at least one big time, and it does. But you're going through that right now. You're going through some shadow work, and you're doing that by what you're doing, by shedding the pounds and getting healthy and taking care of yourself. That is part of this transformation and this kind of stuff that you're doing. And I feel like I want to pull one more though, being drawn to do that. And when you start to feel down or out, just patience is needed when you're going through this and making these changes and stuff, because we're all going to ride the wave, some bumps in the road. Okay, thank you for being here, Valid. Thank y'all all for being here. I hope that was helpful, Barb. I see if one more pops out. Oh, it did. Balance chakras, Barb. Okay, so that means you can do this at home with stones, or you can just ground yourself, balance out your chakras. There may be something stuck, something around maybe your solar plexus or something, or maybe even down in your sacral chakra where your creative energy is, or your solar plexus. I feel like a ball right here when I'm tuning into your energy. So there may be something going on that needs to be released and let go from your solar plexus or your between there and your sacral chakra. Pent up energy, not letting something out. And I feel it coming up to my throat right now, Barb. So there's something that you need to say to somebody. Yeah, I'll pull some cards for you real quick, Lisa. All right. And this will be the last one I do. Oh, good, Barb. All right. You're very welcome. All right. I'm going to pull a few. Generally, I like to pull like 7 at a time with this deck. It's just a thing I do. But I'm going to pull a few out because Spirit's got me doing the channel and I'm pretty open right now. It's flying out of my mouth. You're welcome. Thank you, Lisa Fringe. I'm going to shuffle these one time. There's a lot of energy right now in my hands for this. This come up again. It's coming up again. This is so weird. There's 55 cards in this deck. Karma wheel, lunar energy. So I feel like this is something that somebody's done to you. There's somebody that's going to be getting karma from what they've done to you. And I normally don't handle those types of readings and stuff, but there's a part of ascension path. You're going to have to let go of what that person did to you to get back onto your path of healing. You need a healing session. You can reach out to like a Reiki healer or something, or you can even try to do this again with like crystals on each of your chakras to try to get like a little bit of a healing session, because it's haunting you what this person has done to you. And this is what's kind of holding you up from allowing. It says haunted person. I'm not going down the paranormal route right now. We're just going to talk about like what this person has done is kind of holding you back from healing and growing. But you need to seek assistance from your soul family. You know who these people are, Lisa. And these people, you hold on tight to them. There's a couple good ones in your life that do mean well by you. But I heard snake in the grass, but not necessarily from these people. Okay. And clear seeing. Clear seeing means you're going to see the bigger picture. Okay. Just in general, this can be taken two ways. Clear seeing is, you know, your psychic ability. You may be clairvoyant. You might get flashes of insight or images or prophetic dreams, Lisa. But this, if that's the case, that may pick up. Okay. But the clear seeing for you, you might be seeing the bigger picture of the people that might be the snake in the grass too. I'm going to leave. Well, maybe one more. Spirit's like, nope, one more. I'm like, all right. How about two more? Light and dark balance. Take the time, process the emotions, process the feelings that you're having, and balance out yourself. This is the perfect time to do that. We have the Libra, the scales, full moon. But in 2 weeks, this shit's going to come to a head. You're going to figure it out, but you've got to ground yourself, okay? If you don't ground yourself, your thoughts are all up here, and you're floating around kind of outside of your body, and, you know, basically let go, let God, but forgive and forget. Like these people are going to get what they deserve. It might not be from you, but just know that, you know, they got a lot of messed up stuff going on too. That's all coming in from spirit. So I hope that makes sense. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I see what Emily says now about lives and how, like you say, I'll be on for an hour. But I've really enjoyed it thoroughly. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. And does anybody have any last questions before I sign off here in like the next 60 seconds? I did my first live by myself. I can be myself a little bit more too when I'm doing by myself. It's not like I'm not myself, but I do have like, I guess where I waited tables. Good, Lisa. Where I waited tables and like dealt with customer service, I have that customer service mentality. But I'm kind of silly. Thank you, Emily. I can't do a heart. How the hell do y'all do hearts? How you do them? Is it like this? Look, it looks like a triangle. Thank you, Barb. How do I do a heart? Thank you, dead serious. I appreciate you and Beautiful Disaster for being here, and Barb and Emily and Lisa and Valid and Moonlight. And there's a couple, I got dead serious. Rango, thank you. Beautiful Disaster, Valid. I think that's all that commented tonight. Oh, good, Lisa. You're very welcome. All right. I'm going to make my weird heart. I love y'all. Good night.